Hi everyone. I'm just going to give you a real quick tutorial on how to type in editable text boxes. So you're going to see activities like this in all of your subjects through the year. So I thought I would just go ahead and do this now so you can always refer back to it. This week in social studies, you're going to see this activity or an activity like this for the first time. So, we're going to be talking about remembering September 11th. So, up at the top here, it says name. We're not going to put our name here because, as you learned last week in social studies, if you follow my cursor arrow up here, once you go into the Google Classroom and you open your own assignment, you're going to rename your activity right up here. So you don't need your name here on the paper. It's already going to be renamed here for us as your teachers to be able to see it in the Google Classroom. So if I go ahead and scroll down, after you continue to read through here your passage once or twice, at the bottom, you have a yellow, almost like a Post-it or a sticky note looking thing. And inside it says type your notes here. So I don't see the blue text box. Remember, we talked about that before. It's editable when you see the blue box. So if I want to make it editable, I need to click here for a moment. And I need to look for that those two arrows. Remember, I said it almost looks like a compass. So I did so, and now I see this. But before I go to type, I want to make sure I hit the delete button or the backspace button to get rid of type your notes here, because that's not what I want to see, right? It says notes, questions, and wonderings. My brain wonders sometimes, or thinks is what that means. So you're going to type anything here that you're wondering about, or maybe you have a question for me, or if you have something like this, maybe Mr. Spudio Post for Science or Mr. P for Writers Workshop, you may have a question about or a wondering, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click to the second slide right now. Scroll back up to the top. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 has a part A and a part B, which we call a multi-step question. That just means a 2-part or a 3-part question. In this case, it's a 2-part question. Number 6 also has 2 parts. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8 questions essentially. Even though it only has a number 6, 5 is 2 parts and 6 is 2 parts, making 7. So again, I see right here, you have to look for where it says type here. I'm going to click, and do you see that magical editable box pop up? I'm going to click towards the end, and I'm going to hit my delete or my backspace button. And here I see it is a multiple choice. So I'm going to choose my letter there and type it in. And then I'm going to make sure I unclick out of there or over here to make the editable box go away, as we talked about in social studies last week, because if I leave that editable blue box pop open and I bump my keyboard and hit delete or some other letter, it's going to change. And if I change my answer or delete it, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be changed or deleted. And when you hit submit, those are the answer that's going to be submitted. So then come towards the bottom, you're going to edit. Anywhere you see a box that says type here, type in your answer. And then you'll finally pop up here and hit share after you've checked all of your answers. And you're going to want to remember, any answer you put in here, you're going to click right back up to the top slide and check over your work, right? You're using this as your text. So you need to find the evidence to prove your answer. Do you see how I'm very quickly toggling back and forth? I can go back, find the evidence to prove my answer down here. Don't just use your brain to remember the answer. All of the answers are right back up there. Do you see how it's easy to toggle? All the answers are right here. I'm not telling you to remember the answers. They're right here. Okay? Good luck.